Wow, what's up with the Ski Squad? It's your boy, baby. And I'm back like spinal cords and car seats, man. Shout out my skis. There was too shit. Hell, you know how we do, man. 2 names, same crew. Yeah, sir, ski, man. We got Larry Bird in this thing, man. Larry the legend, man. The hick from French Slick, Mr. How You Want It. I give it to you from anywhere himself, man. Athleticism mixtape. You know the word on the streets, man. Larry Bird wasn't very athletic. Do you agree or do you disagree? Me, I agree. You feel me? Larry Bird wasn't one of the most athletic people. Like, he wasn't very athletic. But I'm not comparing him to the average motherfucker because he wasn't an average. I'm comparing him to the greats. And amongst the greats, he wasn't very athletic. Now, if I grab a motherfucker from Burger King flipping Whoppers, yeah, Larry Bird was athletic. If I go to the adult league and catch that old Tom that's in that bitch, you know, he's more athletic than them. But, like, if you look at the Dream Team, him and Magic Johnson was one of the least athletic people on the floor. That don't mean you. People take that as a slight. Like, if Larry Bird had LeBron's athleticism, it'd be crazy. Stupid crazy. Now, if you strip LeBron's athleticism from him and just make him rely on his skill set, he'll be trash. Like, he'll dead ass be trash. Larry Bird is 4 or 5 times better than LeBron. Like, he 4 or 5 times better than LeBron. Like, so Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Steph Curry, Tim Duncan, Kyrie Irving, them is not very athletic. Chris Paul, they not very athletic players. You feel me? But there's other players in the league that rely on nothing but LeBron, Giannis, D-Wade. Like, they just made a living on being more athletic than motherfuckers. So I feel like it's a salute to your skill set. Because Ja Morant is able to get away with a lot of dumb, goofy, retarded shit because he's stupid athletic. Chris Paul can't get away with that. Steph Curry can't get away with that. So they really have to be 3-4 times better than Ja Morant to perform out there. So it's a salute. When somebody say you're not athletic, when people say Larry Bird is not, when I say it, I ain't going to say people. When I say Larry Bird wasn't very athletic, it's really a knock to them athletic motherfuckers. The Dominique Wilkinses and the Sean Kemps and the Clyde Drexlers and the Dennis Rodmans, the athletic motherfuckers that Larry Bird bust they ass and they stronger than him, faster than him, jump higher than him, all that. Larry Bird still out there giving you 45 with a side of French fries. What you talking about, man? Larry Bird, athleticism, like, comment, hit the subscribe button one time for the one time. No further ado, let's jump into it. Shit, hell. And that's what I'm saying. Like, compare him amongst the greatest in his peers. Like, where he rank, if you rank him, like, look at the list. He gonna be amongst one of the least athletic people on that list. You know what I'm saying? But if you human, like, if I go to the mall and just pick out 100 humans, yeah, he's athletic compared to the average human. But we're not comparing him to the average human. We comparing him to NBA players, and he wasn't very athletic compared to them. Not saying that he wasn't the motherfucking GOAT, but that just makes it more impressive to me. People take that too literal. Nobody comes to an NBA pro player by not being athletic. Like, nobody's saying we comparing you to the people you playing against. Like, when people say like a third string NBA player, when people say he sucked, they not saying they could beat him. They know if he come in 24-hour fitness, he'll dog everybody. So they not saying, like, we comparing you to the people, your peers, you feel me? You suck compared to your peers, or you not very athletic compared to your peers. That's what we doing. Leaping ability. Let me see the hops, Larry.
Now to Romar. Up the King, driving to the hoop. Bird with a great over-the-top block. Romar gets.
Like, that's a great over-the-top block, but look where he blocked it.
Up the King.
It wasn't even to the rim yet. You feel me? This was great timing more than anything. Like, I wouldn't label this as athleticism or great athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Ja Morant. He blocked that hole. He down there armpits on the backboard when he blocked that hole. Motherfucker hit his head on the rim and all type of shit. Like, them motherfuckers is athletic as hell. Larry Bird was like that. That was more time and skill, IQ, and all that. That wasn't like a super athletic play.
Driving to the hoop. Bird with a great over-the-top block. Romar gets it. Misses a 10-footer out of the lane. Bird the rebound. Hey, the defense is extreme. They are really working.
Oh, boy. Whoa!
Dunk his ass!
In your face, as they say.
And he got fouled. This is a honey. Watch it.
Good exchange between Gerald and Bird here. He brings it up.
Over, Caldwell.
Like 28 inches. Like, I'm a professional basketball player, so 28, that's not, like, when we do the combine, if we come into the locker room and you tell somebody you had a 28-inch vertical, motherfuckers gonna laugh. Like, dead ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not impressive. So, and Karl Malone, we never looked at him as an athletic player either. Like, it's a lot of non-athletic people out there that, I mean, not non-athletic, but compared to they wasn't the most athletic players. You know what I'm saying? Like, 28-inch vertical leap is not very good.
Themselves and what they want to do. Well, they didn't see Bird all by himself, and Bird goes in for the monster dunk.
He had a basket on this play if he had been knocked off balance. Perfect pass. Right here, he would have put it in. But Brother Evans bumped him, so Bird will go to the line. We are in the penalty.
That's a bad example. Whoever made this, that was a bad example of athleticism.
Defense allows Bird to spin to the baseline. Rodman thinks he's going up on one side of the basket.
Bird wanted to pass into Parrish. High arcing fall away. Most coaches would say you're out of the game.
See, that was his strength right there. Just being smarter than motherfuckers, just being more skillful. Like, he out there toying with them boys. Like, he's a man amongst boys when it comes to IQ and shit like that. Like, that's what made Larry Larry. Now, this right here, I can agree. I can tell his hand-eye coordination is crazy. Like, I never thought about that to having to do with athleticism, but his hand-eye coordination is crazy. I ain't gonna count. He is probably one of the best. Like, he got one of the top. You feel me? He got one of the top hand-eye coordinations ever.
Nice tip to McHale. He had a mind that was like a camera. He had the best hand-eye coordination, maybe, of anybody that ever played basketball.
3 consecutive years. Good rebound by Vandeweghe. Makes the mistake keeping it over his head. Bird strips it away. Hits the deck going for it. Now look at the court vision that he has in the sense to get the ball to McHale. For
Play happens. Look at this. He knows that he's going to be attacked by Willis. He takes Willis out of the play, and that leaves Parrish wide open.
They clear aside for Larry. Bird.
Great pass. McHale for 2. Larry Bird. Follows his own shot.
Now he backs off. They go to Bird. Isolated with Jay. Spins around him.
Hey! That shit look good, but he's 6'9". He's 6'9". He's 6'9". He's 6'9". I know people think just because you dunking at this, you 6'9". You 6'9".
And Jay knew he was beat.
You can't overplay Larry Bird. There's Dr. J trying to cut off any passes coming back through the lane. Larry Bird sees it. Whips right around in the alley along the baseline. Dr. J knows he's beaten as soon as Bird has intelligently picked up that opening and scores an easy 2.
Like, he's savvy. Like, his IQ was crazy. You feel me? He was a savvy, crafty 6'9" guard. Like, that's what made Larry Bird crazy. Not the athleticism.
For the Celtics.
If they can keep up this tempo, Atlanta, Dominique is going to have a big night.
Come here!
Dominique fell down. That left Bird wide.
4 and 2 years ago, 1980. Larry Bird between two people.
Of any passion at all.
Playing hard, that's my fault. It's a little different than you read the paper.
Come here!
Pass broken up by King. Out of the air, Roma over the ball. Comes the other way. Beats the King. Really low bridge by Bird. And foul.
Why did I even put that on here?
Competitors. King glared for a moment once he was on the deck. Bird reached down to help him up. King disdained the hand. Holy Toledo.
Yeah, he cleaned his
Cleared
ass.
out a bit for John. Larry tries to fight his way through with Barkley all over. They're not going to call a foul. Goes to Bird. He's open.
Encouraging you. It's a little different situation, but here in Boston.
Look at this.
Another incredible performance again.
Hey.
When he makes up his mind, he needs the 2. Strong enough to absorb a considerable contact from the weak side, and yet still, watch, man.
That's just being a bucket. Like, I wouldn't classify none of them as athletic plays. Like, that's just being crafty, being savvy, being a fucking bucket.
Knocks him out, still maintains his balance long enough to get the shot up to the basket.
Philadelphia. Has he played all that much, Keith? What's been the story with him?
He played quite a bit at first, as Larry Bird makes a beautiful steal from Bingo Smith.
But Robert aggressively to the paint. And Moses.
I didn't say this was quick. Like I say, hand-eye coordination was crazy.
Bird gets the rebound. Larry down court.
Football, Larry!
Stuffed by Robert.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Akeem knocked away by Bird.
Oh, yes. Bird again. Here's Mullin.
Hey, you see how he dunked that? You see how the difference of how he dunked that shit and how Larry dunked? Like,
Bird
that's
again.
how, like, look at that. Look, he cocked that thing.
Here's Mullin. And Barkley hangs up.
Well, boy. Hey.
Magic Johnson. Bird the rebound. Bird is not really a forward. He plays guard, center, power forward like Magic does. Here he is on the drive.
He's smoked now. He's running too fast.
Here he is on the drive.
Here he is moving around, constantly looking for offensive position. Watkins too late getting there. There's a beautiful soft touch.
See, whoever made this, I don't know if they like them is not athletic plays, bro. Them is angles, knowing IQ. Them is IQ plays.
That was a basket play.
That's an IQ play.
Henderson broken up. There's Bird again.
That's crazy.
The steal. Henderson back to Bird.
He was just very
durable,
smart, and he
for
was
sure.
tough enough to hang in the game and grind you out and grind you down. I mean, you knew it was coming. You just didn't know where, how, and when.
On the shot clock. 4-point lead for Boston. Cheeks broken up by Archibald. And look at the hustle. I believe Archibald touched it last. Look at Bird. Holy cow.
Like, bro, Larry, chill out. There's no way I would have done. For every time I see that, there was no way. He had to be sending a message to the team like, well, we ain't out here grinding enough. Boy, y'all ain't sacrificing y'all, but they had to be on that. Look, get dirty, Larry. Get dirty, Larry.
Boy, I tell you, that doesn't epitomize this basketball team.
There's Larry trying to make a desperation save. He went as fast as he could, slides into the table.
We used to practice in the morning. Larry Bird would be up top, running around the gym, upstairs.
He used to come into the old Boston Garden about 3:30 in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game, and you'd eventually start to hear the pounding of a ball, of a single basketball hitting the court. And there was Larry out there by himself shooting.
Plagued by a bad back and other injuries, Bird missed 142 games in his final 4 seasons.
Bird is hurt. Bird is down, and he's hurt.
The lengths that this man went through.
For
he
sure.
dives on the
I ain't never, incorporate durability into athleticism, but if it is a part of athleticism, then yeah, he got that now too. He durable as hell. Hand-eye coordination is crazy.
floor for a loose ball, bangs his head, has a concussion. He's sitting in the locker room with the team physician, Arnie Scheller. And Arnie said, you know, Larry, you've done all you could. It's been a great run. You know, you're not going back out there. And Larry said, no, you're right, Arnie. I'm done. And then he looked at Arnie and waited till Arnie's attention was gone for a moment. And he got up, he went back out, and of course, they won the game.
Remember this game?
Larry was a legend.
Takes it in traffic and gets hammered.
That's kind of a play of Larry Bird is. I mean, he really got hammered by 2 guys. Just dropped the ball and nicely walked away. That's what he wanted, was the foul. He made him foul them.
Watch. I mean, this is a major league foul right here.
Boom.
And Beard very quick to say.
Yeah, it's all part of the game, Larry. And Larry knows it is. He's perfectly willing to do the same thing.
41 and 9. I'm out here kicking y'all ass.
He could manage the pain in a way that very few people can do. There'd be days he could come in the office and he couldn't stand up straight.
But even after 2 ruptured Achilles tendons and surgery on his back in 1991, Bird kept going to work.
You got to go to work. You got to go to work.
Tough SOB.
It was a situation that he was seeing almost daily.
One of the toughest players ever with the highest will, highest heart ever, you feel me? hand coordination crazy, one of the best scorers of all time, one of the best passers of all time, one of the smartest players of all time, one of the best. You sleep on his off-ball defense, one of the best off-ball defenders of all time. But athleticism, no, I'm not standing for that.
Structural stability in his spine. So it would.
But that's not a knock. You can't have it all, baby. Do I still got Larry Bird still my top five list right now. Dead or alive, Larry fucking Bird. You feel me? But if I had to make an athletic list, I would have to keep Larry off.
Slip into abnormal positions to try and lock itself to get an artificial stability. That's like getting your finger stuck in a door and somebody's still pushing on the door.
That's what he had, the skill and intangibles. He had one of the most skillful players and with the most ever in the history of the game. You feel me? So yeah, he couldn't have it all. Like, motherfuckers ain't got it all. Beast nonetheless, man. Larry Bird, man, one of them goats, man. Argue with your mama, wham.